Welcome back. Another Diablo 4 video. This time it's not a build video that I've been posting. Take a look at the channel for a lot of build videos, a lot of D4 content. But this video is about something the hardcore community's kind of been in a little bit of an uproar about, a bit of a debate. We're gonna dive into this and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. This website's Diablo4.cc. It's a website for pretty much all the data mined content for Diablo 4. You want to look at items, you want to look at anything in the game at all, you'll find it here. We're going to click on crafting recipe, and we're going to come across two crafting recipes, but we're going to click this one, Elixir of Death Evasion. You can get this to drop, and it will form, well, it'll allow you to craft Elixir of Death Evasion. Requires level 10. For the next 30 minutes, prevent death once and become immune for 2 seconds. Once this takes place, you cannot benefit from it again for 5 minutes. Kinda anti-hardcore, in my opinion. It kind of asks me, you know, it makes me question why even have this at all in hardcore. If this was a softcore only item, you know, I don't mind. I don't care. Do what you want. But it's going to affect PvP, and it's definitely going to affect hardcore. And the reason why I really don't like it is because it really takes the risk out of it. Because I'm telling you how players are going to use it. They're going to die. It's going to proc and save their lives, and they're going to go back to town and AFK for 5 minutes. Use an escape scroll if you're in a difficult fight. Maybe you finish the fight and you teleport back. You AFK for 5 minutes. You go take a bathroom break. You go grab something to eat, and you wait for the 5 minutes, and you use it again. It's essentially almost a guarantee that you never lose your hardcore character. Almost a guarantee. We all know how, you know, the rare situations happen where you pop this. It keeps you immune for 2 seconds, and you're not quick enough to use your scroll to teleport back. And I'm not talking about your teleport, like hitting T and teleporting back to town. I'm talking about the scroll of escape that allows you to escape real quickly, instantly. You can use it, go back to town. That will save your life. The other thing is, if this procs and you have the scroll of escapes, you could Alt F4. If you're not quick enough to hit E and click scroll of escape, you could Alt F4. And the scroll of escape should handle it for you. It should instantly use the scroll of escape and get you out of danger. And these two things combo together can almost guarantee you never lose your hardcore character. It's a little bit weird, and it seems the community is definitely kind of up in arms. You know, that's a little bit, you know, I'm overstating what's actually going on in a way, you know, a little bit of exaggeration there, but they are definitely complaining about it, and most people that play hardcore are against this item. They want it removed, and I'm with them. I think it's something that should be removed. And the sorcerers have that flame shield. They have a similar cheat death mechanic. That's, you know, they do have to sacrifice an enchantment slot to use that flame shield, so it procs automatically and saves their life. It goes on cooldown. And it's one class. Yeah, I still think that should be removed. I still do believe that should be removed, because it's also not a fun thing for those sorcerers to have to use that enchantment. If you're playing hardcore and you're playing that class, you have to use Flame Shield. Not using it is it's a mistake. I'm just going to call it out. It is a mistake to play hardcore and not use that. And that's not fun, because now you have to use one of your enchantment slots on that. That's not cool. There's cool damage ones. People want to use cool, you know, high damage stuff, but the correct move is to use that flame shield. And you know what? When we have RPGs, when we have builds, and your build's different than my build, there should never be a correct thing. It should always be like, yeah, it's good, but I kind of like this a little bit better. That's good too, so I'm going to go with this one. But it is a 100%, it's not up for debate. It's not. You need to take that. And Elixir of Cheat Death, one of the things that sucks about this is it's not even a choice. It's not even an enchantment choice. It's this elixir is special and may be used alongside any other elixir. So there's no reason not to use this. If you're playing hardcore, you should be using it. And that's a problem. It shouldn't exist. And there's always some idiot out there who goes, well, if you don't like it, just don't use it. Not how that works. Oh, if you don't like add-ons, don't use it in WoW. You can't not use add-ons in WoW if your opponents are using them. You go to do arena, and people have these arena add-ons that make it infinitely easier to target enemies, know who you're facing, know what's on cooldown for enemy players, know when they're casting their big heals or stuff like that. Use add-ons to even like target an enemy and interrupt a heal almost automatically for you. You kind of bind that to a key to target, cast Earthshock on that target. It's ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous argument to say, if you don't like it, don't use it. Yeah, your competition's using it. And obviously in WoW, it means more. When it's an arena, it's actually PvP. But even so, if you're doing a ladder race, you're trying to race to the end of hardcore, you're trying to be successful in hardcore, you have to use it. And it's idiotic. I think it's absolutely dumbfounding why they would put this in the game. And a lot of people that actually play hardcore, and I stress actually play hardcore, are against it. What's the point of playing hardcore? If you have access to these, it's not true hardcore. You might as well be playing softcore LOL. It's true. Please reconsider the Death Evasion Elixir. Was unaware the Elixir of Death, Elixir recipe that only drops on hardcore mode called Death Evasion. Could be crafted during a service plan, but has effect has unfortunately been data mined. And they're just talking about how they found it out. I got excellent news for you. You don't have to use it. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. I'm just going to call him out on it. It's an idiot. Absolute idiot to state something like that. Your competition is other players in hardcore, whether you like it or not. That's the nature of the game. Try to make it to the end. If other players do it and you can't do it, they're essentially did a better job than you. They're not necessarily better than you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a server disconnect or some crazy stuff happen and you lose your character. Okay. But they succeeded and you didn't. That's the nature of it. And this is in the game. So you should use it to be the best you can be. Recipe says, take a look at this thing. And it looks like Blizzard really wants you to have this recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all over the screen. Oh, okay, obviously that's a bug. I kept it in there because it's a good laugh. But the community is definitely not... So this character, this player, Sunmilk, Elixir of Death Evasion and Flame Shield Enchantment. Pretty much an entire thread about removing these. These effects are automatically and reactively used by the game itself, not the player. And these effects will allow your character to actually die without suffering the penalty of death. Couldn't have worded it better myself, and I didn't word it better myself. That's a good way to word it. The game's doing it for you. There's no skill around that item. There's a single thread, no replies. Please remove it. Please remove. Maybe it was mistaken, intended for softcore players. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like that. And looking at this poll, we say, should Blizzard remove... must be logged in to vote. But the results, if I pull them up here, we did take a quick screenshot of the results at the time. Bam. That's that. 357 votes. 220 say yeah, remove it. 137 say no. I'm assuming most of the 137 are softcore players. I'm going to assume that. Because no player in their right mind plays hardcore and says, yeah, we want this. It's just ridiculous. It's just an absolute dumbfounding item to have for hardcore. I can't see why anyone would be in favor of it. It's just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it should be in the game, and hopefully we see it removed. Anyway, back to making builds so I can upload my next build video. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should this thing be removed? Do you actually play hardcore? I don't believe you if you say it should remain in the game and you play hardcore. I don't believe you, no matter what you say. I'm sorry, but let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, catch you in the next video.